since 1,000 years. But all these things are made by man. People that have the same head like you. But you're always thinking of a spirit. Oh no, it's a spirit. And after you talk, you take telephone, you call Radio Biafra, and we hear your voice. It is not a magical. It is something. Satellites are in the space. People send satellites. Ask yourself, why haven't African countries sent even satellites? If they are telling you, Nigeria sent satellites, it's they pay China a lot of money. They do it for them. They fabricate it for them. Now they send it, and they are paying. Who is controlling it? Still China. Any African country here says space on Angola send this is China. Why? Because people lack critical thinking. People believe everything spirit. Oh, this is the end of the world, and this you think that your world is like that. It's finished. It's the same way. If people are thinking like that, how do you think that human being will advance? Honestly speaking, sometimes when I look at how some people reason, even our own people that you think that they are advanced, how they reason on some certain things. When you go through the social media, you start crying. You say, oh, why? Why are we still backwards mentally? Why? Why? We need to stimulate advancement in our brain. How do we do that? By shedding off some of all these beliefs that doesn't do us any good. That is it. This cholera you see from 1817 to 1823, it was a pandemic. Honestly, this cholera, you see now you can drink medicine and they give you drip or this and that. They vaccinate you against cholera. It wasn't like that before. It killed many people. And it's still killing in some countries because it's eradicated in many countries, but Nigeria is still suffering cholera. Have you seen it? Because people don't think forwardly. They believe everything is they go meet their spiritual master. Their spiritual master will tell them this is God, this is your community pursuing you, and they stupidly believe. They continue rolling in darkness, and that is how it is. But when you think forward, it makes you take precautions where you should take. Now you will be careful where you should be careful. That is why we are human beings. We are not gods for goodness sake. So when we say that this pandemic is a real pandemic, it's real. Some people say no, it doesn't touch a black man. Who are you? Who are you? This Cameroonian Manu Dibango, he died of coronavirus. How many people are dying in South Africa? In many African countries, people are dying. The fear is this, that once he departs to Europe, because many in Africa, it could be an incubating period, because people are stupid. Senators in Nigeria, when they come, they tell them, go and tell, they feel big. I beg. And they will go and distribute it to different people, many girls and many people. And those people will continue going, distributing it. It is still an incubating period in Africa. Please help yourself and help others by stopping the lineage. Stopping this thing, the spread of this disease. That is what we are saying. So that we shall see Biafra. Okay. Now, as I was saying, I've defined a failed state, Nigeria. You see, many politicians in Nigeria, they say they have this thing. Anything politicians do in Nigeria, I used to look at it two ways. There are ulterior motives. Because I never trust any Nigerian politician. They are criminals. Sometimes what you are seeing, they are just like abracadabra. The more you look, the less you see. Erufai, he has gotten this virus. Abakare, all of them, they have it. And people will be praying for their death. You don't know that maybe they have ulterior motives of looting money. Tomorrow they will take any amount of money. That is a way of money laundering now. Otherwise, how do you think that they will come publicly to accept Nigerian politicians that lie they lie what you are seeing white. They are telling you no, it's black, and you are seeing white touching it. They say no. Now all of a sudden, all of them now, this one, they have it, and people will. Please let us be careful and monitor what is happening. That is what I'm saying. Because this is an avenue for them to loot. Don't be surprised that all the governor, this one will come and tell you, I have it. I tested positive. Because tomorrow he will tell you that only that talk, $100 million have gone. Only that talking. No, I have a corona, so that's it. Now he will make arrangement with foreign medical company. He will transfer the money he was looking for a way to transfer. Now he have justification. He will just transfer it. Yeah, because I have a corona. So what am I saying? Let us watch what is happening. Let us just be watching. Let us take care of ourselves and just be watching what is happening. Because I believe what our deputy said, that this thing will usher in something and it will reveal many secrets, of which it has been revealing now. Do you know that, like what our leader said, I think 2 days ago during his broadcast, this thing have made us to understand. This thing has made us to understand this pandemic. It has made us to understand the high rate of corruption, looting in this government, in this present Fulani Caliphate government. Honestly speaking. This thing I'm saying, even the people, the imams in the mosque, in the north, they should stop fooling their followers or their adherents, the Almajiris. This is real. It is nothing, it's not this thing from Allah, as they can call it. Or something meant to destroy Muslims. No. This disease doesn't know who is Muslim. It doesn't know who is Christian. It doesn't know who is an atheist. It doesn't know who is a traditional religionist. It doesn't know who is a Jew. It doesn't know who is who. It kills you as a human being. So stop deceiving your congregation. Stop deceiving your congregation. This is real. Now they have told you that look, they have spent how much? Let me mention it because I wrote it. In 2015, the Nigerian budget for Asoro Clinic is 3.94 billion naira. 3.94 billion naira in 2015. In 2016, 3.87 billion naira. In 2017, 3.20, that is 3.2 billion naira. 2018, 1.03 billion naira. Just add up all this in. No 2019, neither this 2020. Excluding these 2 years, the total is 12.04 billion naira. Tell me now. Just tell me, where did they put those money? Let me read what Aisha Buhari said back in 2017, which they brought up again on March 27, 2020. He said, how coronavirus called to confront Asorok's corruption. These are people that are telling you, we are fighting corruption. We are here for dignity. The zombies, the gullibles that are Nigerians, they are listening. They are clapping. They are fighting corruption. Not knowing that these are, as our leaders say, the Fulani, they are the most corrupt people. Before God and man, this is complete correct. You don't know what they do. You don't know what they do. Because they take money, they sponsor activities not concerning only Nigeria. They sponsor activities concerning the Fulanis all over Africa. The advancement of Fulani agenda. Anywhere they sponsor Fulanis vying for election, anywhere in Africa, even in West Africa, like in Guinea. They make sure they sponsor him. They put money so that he will become the president everywhere, because that is what they do. You don't know this. Okay. Let me read this a bit, then I'll continue. This was what Aisha said in 2017, 1 week after Nigeria celebrated the country's 57th independence anniversary. The wife of President Muhammadu Buhari, Aisha, saddened the citizens by her strident voice of sorrow, shame, and pain. As it turned out, the First Lady's unhappiness did not stem from her husband's more than 150-day sojourn outside the country on medical tourism. Lady Aisha's source of foreboding was the gigantic medical facility known as Aso Villa Clinic, meant to handle the healthcare needs of residents and guests of the country's seat of power. Did not have what it takes to be called a clinic. Listen attentively. This was what she said in 2017. I like this woman because sometimes she is very vocal. People don't understand her position. She was thinking that when she talks something, Nigerians will catch up and follow up what she says. But lo and behold, what we have in Nigeria are stupid, gullible, undignified, primitive Homo sapiens. That instead of trying to change the status quo, the situation, trying to take up issue, trying to remove power from 2 or 3 people controlling Nigeria from Aso Rock, now they will come in the night trying to beg for favors. Have you seen the plight of this woman? What do you want her to do, or to say again? What do you want her to do? She thought that when she talks something like this, human beings will rise up and say, look, what this woman said. But what is happening? Now it will stir up protests and revolution can occur. Because that is how normal human beings do. But when you finish saying, people will clap. And because when you watch the thing in video, when she said, people will start clapping. Even her face, you see that she feels disappointed. She didn't say it so that people will clap. She said this so that people will rise up and ask questions. So that citizens, so that 200 million zombies will rise up and do something about it. But lo and behold, instead of rising up, Nigerians like to profit in iniquity, in evil, in wickedness. Instead of fighting against it, they go to find a way to belong in order to commit more heinous crime. That is why black race is lagging behind, mostly Nigeria. Because Nigeria have people that can do something. Biafrans, Southerners, people that have talent, that can do something. But lo and behold, all these things are hewing everybody down. And people started thinking and behaving like real zombies. Now, perhaps acts by the profusion of verbal abuses against the first family, especially against the backdrop of the president's electioneering promises not to seek medical attention outside the shores of the country if elected. The wife of the president tongue-lashed the chief medical director of Aso Villa Clinic, Dr. Hussein Munir. Even this director of Aso Villa Clinic, the name sounds pure Arab, Lebanon, or any Arab. Hussein Munir. When you check it, you will see that maybe it's a white Arab. I tell you honestly. Now, before the election, do you know what late Buhari was telling people? That if I'm elected, that this medical tourism, politicians going abroad to take medical care, to check if they have headache, they run to London or to go to America or to Germany, any European country, or to Dubai. Now he will stop. That he himself will set an example. Because if the president sets an example by being sick and remaining in the country's hospital, normally, forcefully, he will be forced to bring equipments to build world standard hospital. And who are you as a governor? If president can be cured, can be treated in Nigeria, who are you as a governor or senator to fly for medical treatment abroad? But this is only for campaign promises. In Nigeria, campaign promises are nothing. Just nothing. It's just talk anything just to enter power. Now you continue do anything you want. If you want, kill everybody. That is what Nigeria have become. So have you seen how corrupt this administration, this impostor, this Buhari regime, this name they use, Abakari, this Abakari regime, have you seen how corrupt it is? But they will tell you they are looking, EFCC is looking for arrested Yahoo boys. When I look at all these things, I laugh. I say, these people, EFCC arresting Yahoo boys. It is their job now. Whereas the men corrupt, the leader of corruption is there. He will go out to take treatment abroad. And the first maybe the first 2 months in office, he went to England how many times? I don't know. For medical treatment. And zombies are there, no person dare talk. Instead, people will say, nah, president now. If it is me, even I want to go there, if I go there, I will go and live in America. Do you see how Nigerians reason? Do you see why Nigeria will never advance? Do you see it? Do you see the reason why we are opting to move out to restore our nation? Do you see why we want to destroy that entity called Nigeria? Because everything there is a scam. Everything I tell you is a scam. Excuse me. Everything there is a scam, as I said. We want a country, a nation whereby whatever you talk, you say during election campaign, we record it. And people will ask you question during that election, how are you going to do this? Where are you going to get the money? Now you talk your policy, people will record it down. If you enter office, people vote for you and you enter office, we look at you in the next 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, you didn't do nothing. People will rise up. The same people that voted for you, they will rise up to pursue you. Do you see how they pursue presidents of Ukraine? Orange Revolution. What about Thailand? What about Madagascar? People rose up, they go to the government house and remove the president. The people you call civilians in Nigeria, ordinary people, because it's only in Nigeria you call civilians. Instead of calling citizens, they call Nigeria civilians. Very derogatory. Civilians. Fucking civilian. These are citizens that are supposed to be kings and queens in their country, that should be proud of their nation, that should be able to hold their presidents, their heads of state, or their prime ministers responsible for anything. But in Nigeria, there is not that, because Nigeria is not a country. Because it is allowed in the Fulani system, it is allowed Takia to deceive, just deceive, to enter power, because this is the root of all these things. When you see corruption, oh, you are fighting corruption. Yeah, that is rubbish. Why don't you ask yourself, what is the cause of this corruption? I was watching even today, the Zeus, Channels Television, where Pato Tommy and his gang, his group, they were discussing about the endemic corruption, the failure of culture in Nigeria that brings endemic corruption. But I was waiting for, there were 4 panels, 4 of them. It's being hosted by Pato Tommy. I think it's his program. They were discussing, looting, they were talking things, nice things, but I waited for them to talk about the grassroots cause of the corruption, but none of them did that. They were lawyers and the women leader and this and that. there. The root cause of corruption in Nigeria is because Nigeria shouldn't be a country. It is a place where there is no one ideology, no one value, no common value system. Something you call corruption, because giving false promises during electioneering campaign is the worst corruption. But for some set of people, it is their own way of entering power. The Fulani Sharia system, it is called Takia. Just use it to deceive unbelievers, enter power. Now, through when you enter power, you advance the cause of their Wahhabi Islam. It is good for them. Have you seen the cause? Now, the other people, the other secular people, the South, they become as dignified or as straightforward as they are, speaking grammar. Now, when they see that this thing is how these people are using in order to get power, now they have to key in. Do you see the rise of corruption? It's like that. When you are behaving like gentleman, now you see your fellow politician being like a rogue, behaving like a aburo, and he get anything he wants. Now, what do you... The next time you say, oh boy, if I continue being a gentleman, I will not get what I want to. You become like Aguro, like him. You become a criminal like him. That is why now you see Nigeria corruption has become endemic. It is no more something new. It's everywhere, every facet of life. Is it a health sector? Even education. People now take exam for somebody in the university will come and take a JAMB exam for somebody. And it's normal because they have legalized corruption. Why? Because there is some set of people that we are doing it, and others because it is their law, it is good for them. It is their value system. Do anything in order to deceive others, and you get power. Once you get power, now Allah loves it. It is for you to advance the cause of Allah. Do you see it? Now, these other people, when they do gentle, they do it the first time, they see that you get. The person that behaves like Agboro get it. Now, another time, you prepare yourself. You could go arm everybody. Say, let us kill everybody, and I will get power by all means. Have you seen how corruption is coming? But none of these people will go back to the grassroots in order to talk about all these things. They are just talking something up, And I will just watching them, waiting whether there will be phone call, but none. There are no phone calls. Because these people, that's why they say they are intellectuals, but they don't look at things to the grassroots. Corruption. There is no way you can terminate corruption in Nigeria because it has entered the fabric. I don't know what in the bloodline of Nigeria. It is one of Nigeria's resources now. Corruption. Why? Even as we are trying to restore Biafra, that is why we are sanitizing the mindset of our people. Because our people has been Nigerianized. Our people have been corrupted right from time. Our value system, people lose it to Nigeria. Because they see that this is how you have to survive in Nigeria. Do you see that? Do you understand what I'm saying? Now it becomes normal in the eyes of everybody. How you see that this thing is not normal? When you come out from that darkness, you travel, you enter a country. Now you see how they behave. Now you say, If you want to behave like a Nigerian style, you see yourself, even shame. Shame will catch you. Shame will catch you. You feel as if you are an orangutan that came from a tropical equatorial forest. And that is the way you behave in that place. You say that you become proud of it. Have you seen how systems can change people for good and for bad? Have you seen it? If you are going out, for example, you take out a chewing gum, remove the paper, and throw it without putting it into the trash can. You just throw it. You see somebody just run. Go and pick that thing you throw and go and put it in a trash can. How will you feel? It has happened to me before. One time. That day I want to disappear. I wanted to disappear, honestly. Because you feel that only that action made it look you like, no matter how you dress, that you are an animal. Because you threw that thing, threw it on the ground. Another person just go, you pick it. You go and throw it in the trash can. To make you understand that, look, you are an animal. You don't behave like an animal here. Do you see it? So that is why system changes people. Nigeria have changed Nigerians, in short. The Fulani Caliphate have used their system to corrupt everybody. And our people, whatever, we don't go last. Whatever we learn, our leader said it in his previous broadcast. Put an Ipob man in a very good system, he becomes the best. Put him in a very bad system, he becomes the best in that badness. He become worse. That is, I don't know. No limit. So that is what Nigeria have done in our people. So that when you complain, try to understand why our people are behaving like this. Because this Fulani Caliphate, they scatter everything. Now people are behaving like, I don't know, like wild animals. Because if you don't behave like that, you will not survive. That is why we are trying to sanitize the mindset of our people. So that if we have a Biafra, do not think that it will be a bed of roses. Law will be enforced. Strict law. There is nothing like this is my sibling. This is my relation. Law, if you break the law, you go to jail. There is no look. Because without law, there is nothing. Nothing is happening. So you better know it. You better know it. Now, let me continue reading. Okay. Short of calling for CMD's, that is the chief medical director's head on a platter, Aisha blamed the poor state of the clinic on the doctor, expressing dismay that the facility could not take care of the president, vice president, and their families, not to talk of members of the staff of the presidential villa, when it could not boast of something as common as a syringe. Do you see where they spend billions and billions of naira? Aisha Buhari, who is the first lady, she said that clinic don't even have syringe. Syringe. Now you tell me, what type of country is that? If if a place to treat only president and his staff only, no other person comes from outside there, to go there. Now they cannot, they budget billions and pocket it. Now tell me, how do you think that states will equip their hospitals? How do you think that that president that cannot equip his own hospital, the money he pocketed, how do you think that he will equip the one for the masses? This is just a very simple logic and common sense. Simply just bring out the money and everybody share it, and to hell with everybody. Because people never take responsibility and take them into accountability. And do you know why people cannot take them? Because Nigeria is not a unified, ideologically common place. No. That thing, when you come out to protest that, oh no, we need why are you corrupt? Why you need a hospital? They will bring their own people to come and protest against your protest. This is how it happens in Nigeria. They will bring Almajiri, come out, pay them, come out. Even other people, they pay, they come out. They we are support. Why are you protesting? We are in support of him. So you see that plus and minus, everything becomes zero. So everybody continue. What is there is that everybody continues suffering. Continue suffering and smiling. If you can steal. If you can cheat. If you can do anything, do to survive. Kill anything. It's a lawless place. Because there is no common ideology, no common value system that is ruling at least most people. Have you seen why corruption is endemic and will never leave Nigeria? It is not because you hold people responsible. How are you going to hold people responsible? Whereas some people, for them, oh, it is their man stealing. It is good. It is good for their law, for their own Sharia law, because they are not following your secular law. For their own Sharia law, their Baba, even if it's one person, we are talking about Jibril, that is Jibril from Sudan. One Fulani man, he say, even if it is a monkey, even if it is a lizard they put there, as far as it's from them, it's okay for him. Now tell me, how can you change that kind of mindset? How can you better that kind of place? What he knows is it's a Fulani man like me, it's a Muslim. Finish. If it's a buffoon, it's not his problem. It is for you. For him, it's defending him. So it doesn't, even if he is as poor as pauper, he doesn't care. Have you seen the source of corruption in Nigeria? Have you seen that all these things they are talking? This man will talk the best Queen English. He will use Oxford trained PhD holder. He will come and speak the best way to bring out corruption, to make Nigeria move forward. Have you seen that all these things are rubbish? They are just talking to themselves. All these are rubbish. Let me finish this. I do not have much time anyway, but I will stop in a little time. I had wanted to talk, but I think I will continue tomorrow by God's grace about this. Okay. Drawing a contrast between her husband and regular citizens, Aisha said if President Buhari should be forced to take his health challenges outside the shores of the country, what could happen to the common man is better imagined than experienced. It's the wife of Buhari, Aisha Buhari, that is saying this. Buhari's wife made the disclosures while delivering her opening remarks during a 2-day meeting on reproductive, maternal, newborn, child, adolescent health and nutrition, which held at the banquet hall of the Presidential Villa on October 9, 2017. When she finished, everybody, and she was saddened really. Her face, if you see her, she was not feeling comfortable. He said, I'm not, inside her, what I'm feeling, I'm not saying this for you people to clap. I want people to take action. People should come on the streets. But who will do it? Is it people that are, say, Sai Baba? They don't even, ignorant, gullible idiots everywhere in Nigeria. Although Aisha agreed that the idea of the president seeking medical treatment in a foreign land opened the country to some form of instability and security fears, she recalled on an occasion when she was sick and was advised to seek medical attention abroad due to the deplorable state of the 11 billion naira Aso Rock clinic. All this only in the paper. Even ordinary syringe they don't have for you to understand the situation of Nigeria. Nigeria is a failed state, is a failure. With recent developments, with the recent development in the Presidential Villa, where the chief of staff to the president, Malam Abba Kyari, has tested positive to the highly contagious coronavirus, otherwise known as COVID-19. The First Lady's indignation echoes as a prescient warning. What if necessary amends were made after the president's wife blew the whistle on the poor state of healthcare delivery at the seat of power, or even rose the authorities to responsible review of the country's preparedness for the handling of the medical emergencies? What they are saying here, despite this 2017 revelation by Aisha Buhari, which she cried, nothing happened in the Asoro clinic. Nothing. Nothing there. Nothing is there. Now Abba Kyari is flown. I don't know whether he's taken to Cuba or UK or anywhere. Now you ask, all this money, billions that are being spent in the clinic, is for what? Have you seen why when they talk about corruption, please, this is just abracadabra they are doing Nigerians, because they know that Nigerians are a very stupid set of people. When you see people now come out, some people from one side come out on the street to protest against, you see others, you see other millions come out from saying, no, we support Baba, Baba, it's okay. It's Muslim, it's okay. They use all this religion blind people, tie them like that is why I say people in Nigeria are still in the age of darkness, the dark ages, the time of faith only. We are in the sake. Why Nigeria is very dangerous to Biafrans is this. The system, the Almajiri system, is trying to overshadow even Biafrans. I tell you honestly. That is why we need to get out from there, get a heck out of Nigeria immediately. Otherwise, what Nigeria have cost Biafrans is too much. In our head, we now think, our people think like Almajiris. Honestly. That is why in our land now, even a governor, he will use what do you call it, tribal sentiment, community sentiment, clannish sentiment. So now we do not allow outsider to come and deprive us of what we our own now. And you foolishly accept that for him to enter. But we are breaking all this. I'm not sure that any Biafra now will, because of look at what we are campaigning against. What is this Imo man? He's from Olo, but he's our arch enemy. It doesn't matter whether he's my father or it doesn't matter. That is what IPOB have done. If it is before, anything they talk is oh boy, now oh no. now from our own no. Forget. Because after all, before you know, you go meet his brother, say, oh boy, now we will. So that I give you appointment. All those things are no more. Because IPOB, Radio Biafra have destroyed all those things in many of our brains, and we continue enlightening our people so that you destroy and remove all these things from your head. The man is a stooge, a Fulani stooge. Do not let him not use being from the same place, with the same community, the same kindred with you. Now you say you keep quiet. You are even if you do that. Honestly, there is no difference then between you and the Almajiris, because that is how they behave. They just their imam will come and tell them something that look, this is the person we are going to vote for. Everybody go and vote for him. Everybody will go sheepishly, no question, because they don't know what to ask. What do they know? He will come and give them bread in the morning. In the afternoon, he give them rice, and they are in seat. Is that the type of human being you want to be? Come on. Extricate yourself from this shenanigan you call Nigeria. So what am I saying here in this Aisha issue? When you hear they're budgeting billions for this clinic, this and that, look at Corona now. They are all hiding. If they tell you, do you know how much even to prepare aircraft to carry them in this sick time? Do you know what it means? Even for country to allow them. Do you know what it means? If only before you know, $0.5 billion have gone. $500 million. They have gone. And they are ready to pay. They'll pay. And the countries that UK is a very, very, very wicked country. I tell you. It's wicked in the sense that it is wicked in others. Anything, very corrupt people, you are welcome. Come. They will be laughing. Is it not money? They will pay. They collect your money. But they cannot do all these things in their own land. That is what makes them different. So what am I saying? We should start thinking in another way. And this coronavirus, it have made us to understand that the capital of corruption is in this government. Honestly speaking, I will stop so far and I will continue this because I have many things to talk about this. Please, I'll continue it the following day. So I'll stop so far and I will open my line. But before I do that, I'll be right back. Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra Hausa service coming to you through Radio Biafra London. We must continue. Our lines are now open. Please let me detect the lines before you call. The direct line is +1 213 328 6224. I repeat. +1, that is direct line. +1 213 328 6224. Now the WhatsApp line, the first WhatsApp line is +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +61 405 142 547. The second WhatsApp line is +1 270 220 1249. I repeat, +1 270 220 1249. Okay, let me start. Pick the call. Many lines are ringing at a time, but I will pick only one. Okay, caller on the line, your name and where you're calling from. Welcome to the program, please. Can you hear me?
Thank you, Mazi Jonathan. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Welcome to the program. You are the first caller. Please make it brief because many other people are calling. Thank you.
Okay. I really want to appreciate and thank you, especially our great leader Mazi for the great work he has been doing for us, Biafra. I'm David calling from Cyprus. Just want to contribute a little in what you are saying to enlighten our youth also to wake up. You see most of our youth there in Biafra land. When you tell them about Biafra, most of them are educated, they are graduates. You see the reason like Almajiris, as you said, is most of the reason they cannot even are just confused what is happening to our people. They don't reason very well. They don't reason like human beings. You see graduates, they don't reason like human beings. I'm just always happening to our people. So I just want people to be reasoning normal. Let them be reasoning like Biafrans. Let them reason like people who are enlightened. So I just want to appreciate. Thank you so much for your work. You have been doing a great job for us. I must appreciate you for what you've been doing. Thank you so much, right?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Very short and simple and sweet. Thank you very much, my brother. We must continue. What we are saying is this: we will never be tired of trying to restore the mindset, the mentality of our people. Because if you are tired, what are you going to do? Are you going to jettison them? That is why our leader continues talking. We continue talking here in order to restore the mindset of our people. Otherwise, if you leave them, it's to perdition. That is it. So, do not be tired. Do not be tired. Because Nigeria have, the work of how many decades? Many decades. People grow in that system. People were born into that system. Now, do you think that it will take only 1 year, 2 years to restore? No. It's not that. Caller on the line or caller on Skype. Mazi.
Yeah.
Welcome to the program.
Yeah. Good morning, my brother. One name was come on just My brother, continue hitting. Is entering. One of your program is becoming one of the hottest and one of the best. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. And we continue to appreciate you at the end of time. Likewise, I want to Amadi Komremes, Oshu, President Cheneburu, and every hardcore Biafrans, especially those of them in Biafra land, doing the needful. I say, make Ekura keep all of them, protect all of them. We shall all see Biafra only if they can adhere to the directives by our leaders and for those of you in the media directing our people. But I thank Chukwu Kabema today because I saw Chika Austin. He was live today when he was patrolling the whole of everywhere, just like 30th man. So we encourage Biafran to keep fit and continue being resolute and continue keeping to and adhering to whatever instruction we're giving to them or they're hearing. It will help all of us. We shall overcome. And at the end of the day, Biafra shall be restored. Mazi, from what years? I don't want to go too much. Mazi, I want to ask you one or two. Mazi, from 90s, within the little time Biafra existed, 1967 to 1970, just 3 years, Mazi, within that period, did you notice that Biafra produced everything, a lot of innovations? And since after that 3 years, yes, Mazi, since after that, the end of that, the so-called genocide war, the fought till now.
Do you know, Mazi, okay, foreign, do you know that during the whole 3 years of war, my father told me there is never a fuel scarcity in Biafra land. Never.
Yeah.
Whereas they have, they have all this refining almost many villages, every villages. It is done by themselves. For you, sometimes you think, you say, what is happening? Nigeria is killing us. That is what I'm trying our people to understand. Nigeria is killing us, honestly. We can, all these things, we can do it and do it and do it and do it. More and more and more. Today, look at the whole 4 refineries, arbitrary. None of them is working, and still they are engulfing billions. They are budgeting billions upon them. My brother, continue, please.
Yeah, Mazi, that's where I want to. My concentration is going tonight, Mazi. Like within these 3 years, Biafra existed. Mazi, did you know that everything our engineers produce everything? The only thing that remains is to make sure that there is no mosquito, eradicate mosquito in Biafra land. And which I know if Biafra comes is one of the projects, like we're here in Europe, there is nothing like mosquito. It will be one of the best projects to eradicate mosquitoes in Biafra land. Mazi, we have Uli Airport, we have our people, Pankane, everything. Mazi, we are our people, we love them, and the whole world knew. They saw. That's why they are afraid of Biafra. And what is happening today, we are not going on God, Mazi. Sickness is for the poor. By now, where will we be? All these people are fleeing away. But at the end of the day, Mazi Nando, Kamalos, that young man, you must reap what they have sowed. By now, they have known that their money cannot save them. Mazi, this is perilous time, and it's them. Worried man. Mazi could not. God is eliminating them. All this nonsense, build their country, they refuse that. That is money left and right without caring. But that's what we tell them. That is why we are telling them. We are hammering in Radio Biafra that do whatever you do. At the end of the day, at the end of the day, like you had this idiot there now. You said it rightly. Do we say that he's from Olo? Or Rogers is from Olo? Or the other one that left, what is his name? The other one. All of them, they're not from Olo. We don't support evil. If it did before, and we say he's our No, that one has gone. Why are we fighting everywhere? Both Okowa, everywhere. Isn't Nandi Kano from Delta? Is it from Ebony State? But all these things are ongoing. So what we are telling our Biafra, nothing like a good leader. H no chance and no touching. The director has said it, and tomorrow he'll be online. These are packages. There are packages that's ongoing now. That is today that, assuming that Biafra has come before this, we cannot have any loss. And I pray that we may not, and we can never lose anybody, both in Biafra land and in diaspora. Chukwuka keep all of us shall see Biafra. Mazi, when Biafra thing, let us think how we were from 1967 to 1970. What did we produce? The technology, everything. And that time they left us till now. What has that to do? That guinea pig country for this? And then is it not only toothpick? They cannot even produce it.
Biafra built the airport under how many months? Whether 3 months.
Mazi,
they built a complete functioning airport. Today,
yes, Mazi. Everything was the pan canal. They were refining. Everything was ongoing. Mazi, we grew in the village. Mazi, I came na village. You want to go? You might have to go. If we and it's yaki.
now.
Mazi, man, that I my vibe. Me on anaki. And what they lani now naki and that has now. That's why look at ordinary Malaysia. 1980 we gave is one of the highest product. The year we are now in Europe everywhere they are exporting. This is a Cola. All this thing we have in our Mazi Chuko Kaba goes in Biafra land. That's why we are saying let us go back to our room. We are going there.
Thank you very
when Biafra
much,
come, let them give us 3 years. I have to leave it here. I remember what I missed. Okay, for it. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you. Thank you.
We appreciate you. Continue, my brother. There we
yeah. There we This is Radio Biafra Hausa service. Pastor Jack, are you there? Can you hear me? Pastor Jack, can you hear me?
Yeah, yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Good morning from here, Mazi Jonathan.
Good morning.
Thank you very much.
Go on.
Morning. I say, may Chukwu Abiyama continue to bless each and every one of us in Chukwu Okikarima's name, I pray.
Sir.
Mazi Jonathan, I'm not going to do your analysis.
What's happening to your...
I want to also...
Okay, continue. It's better, I think. It's cutting, but it's better.
Okay, I first of all want to add my voice to advise our people in this pandemic situation or era we are in. They must have to take precautionary measures and safety now before the virus spread wide. Don't think it's not around, the virus is around. Take good of this opportunity we have to take precautionary measures. We know that there is no federal government as it is now. There's no government in place. And the state has no provision. The only provision is to shut the state down. They never made any provision, even as to speak. They have not even paid a salary of civil servant. So there is no provision for you, as you know. But what you have to do, make do with the little you have. Plan yourself, isolate yourself. If you must go out, make sure you are kitted. And as soon as you, from time to time, you sanitize and wash your hand at every point in time. And as soon as you get home, remove the clothes you are wearing, remove your hand glove, wash and sanitize your hand, put those clothes inside water. Be very, don't say this disease for Egyptian, like I saw some people. I've been taking my time to educate some people.
I'm covered by his
They'll
blood.
be telling you rubbish. I was talking to somebody, say, do you mean he did not go to church to minister? I said, it's like you are crazy. It's like something is running. It's like you are running mental. We are telling you that people are quarantined. Do you know how many reverend fathers that have died? Do you know how many pastors that have died?
No, they don't know.
This is not the issue of joke. This is not an issue of joke. They are telling you that you should not be up to more than 10 in a single place. And you're asking me if I did not go to church. Because you know my church gathers thousands of people in single service. Are you okay at all? The person I was asking, have you lost your faith? I said, I will call this call on you. If you are not thinking well, I was the one that called you, I will call this call. I am giving you information and advising you how you will go so that you'll be safeguarded. For almost 2 weeks now, I have not been to the office because they have to give me compulsory leave. The same church is being shut down. I don't even move out. Some of the things I have within here is the things I cook and eat. And you're asking me if I didn't go to church or if I can't go to church. Are you well at all? So our people should be very, very mindful of this illness. Don't be deceiving yourself like some of you are saying this disease is the disease of Egyptian. When it catches you and you die, others will learn lesson and know that this is not child's play. And Another one, just like I was saying these few days ago, that this particular point in time, that the pastors, women of God, our leaders, are supposed to be giving to the masses, because they have collected from the people so much in such a way that this perilous time, the church had to come out to support the people, the masses. Instead, the church had to design a USSD code platform for people to pay tithes, offering, sacrifice, and the comfort of their home. If we look at the government plan for these people suffering in the street, there's no provision, as they are shutting them down now. There's no provision to even pay the people their salary, let alone making available a palliative to make sure they cushion the effect that this outbreak of coronavirus is going to cause the people. The church is busy extorting money from those that don't have, and I wasn't happy. Even though my church was involved, I had to be playing here. I wasn't happy, and I criticized it. Now most of you have been buying private jet at different things, billions of naira. You cannot, at this advent of corona outbreak, it cannot come out to give 500 million to support the people, or 1 billion, because you have taken much from the people. I was very, very ashamed to see most church doing that. That is very, very unfortunate. And finally, going to the issue of those of them that are claiming they have tested positive to coronavirus. Let me tell you people, you see Erofai did not test any positive. Take it to the bank. I am the one telling you. It is a political game. Now look, so many of them, some of them after they announce their support, they will come and tell you they are giving audio money. This one will come and tell you, I'm giving Susan amount. They have not seen those money. The few of them that are going to actually bring this money. Erofai and his people have planned how they are going to reloot this money. Of course, if you are hoping that they are going to give you, you can call yourself in Nigeria, they are going to give you 1 naira. You are just deceiving yourself. They cannot give you any money. All those money they are giving, they are just using that to finance their 2023 campaign that is about to come. That is why someone like Erofai will come on the video to tell you that he tested positive. Abba Kyari and Jubilee flew out unknown to you when they tested positive. They flew out unknown to you. You never knew what was going on. None of them is in Asoro. They can never inform you because they are not sure if they are going to survive it or not. You think Erofai will test positive and come and tell you the truth. The real plan is that they want to loot those money that few of the criminals have donated. That's the plan they are making. In case you don't know, do not be deceived or be cowed by any of these idiots. Their game is up, and God is going to expose them because He has started exposing them using this advent of coronavirus to tell you that all the money they loot, NNPC, all that, they don't have 1 naira even in their foreign reserve. They don't have 1 naira in their cover. That was why they have to go to the same China that invented that virus to import coverall to give to doctors, the same people. And this coverall they are saying that they have been used and be repackaged and is repackaged. They now have to send it to Nigeria. If you are a medical doctor, a medical practitioner or nurse, please, you better provide yourself with your own personal coverall. If you must be part and parcel of the people that are going to treat this patient. If not, you will first of all contact that virus and die before your patient. This is an advice. So I'm just giving you advice because they will not tell you what is happening. They have not made any provision. They don't have any money. They are only hater, and the zoo will surely collapse because at least now there is no government and the brutal and the dead are going to take over. That's why you cannot see them bring in Osibajo. As a matter of fact, he was supposed to take over to act in absence of the so-called president, but they will not allow him because Yoruba have made itself a subject of ridicule. So our people, you must be wise and take every advice that have been given by our leader, Mazi and of course, medical advice in order for you to stay safe. The virus is real. Do not cow with the virus. It is real. If you die, you have died. That is my advice for our people this morning. Thank you, Mazi Jonathan.
Thank you very much.
Sign up for here that others may go in.
Thank you. All hail Biafra. Thank you very much, Pastor Jack. You see, when these people like Erofai, I say anything they do, you have to read meaning into it. There is something behind it. Because these people that lie to you, when you are photoshopping lie and they'll come. Erufai will just come and tell you that he tested positive. It might be that it is a way that is even trying to run away from people, so that he will not get infected. Once he say I'm positive, I tested positive, he will go and relax in his mansion. No person will near him. He will be on record. Do you see that? He will be looting money, and he don't want any person to disturb him. That is it. Because he want to also run away from the disease. So he have to say this in order to push people out, so that no person will come and meet him, and he will loot money, join it. So as our Pastor Jack said, this is the wickedness of people. I said before that we should extricate ourselves from this era of darkness, dark ages. The dark ages, they call it from 5th century or 6th century to 13th century. That'll be 15th century. That is the era of dark ages. Why? Because that is the time no discovery. Everybody was doing zue. That is doing like zombie, the Europeans. That is why they name it that. Everything that happened, they believe, it is God. All of them will enter. Those that are praying in church, they enter. Those that are worshiping their different deities, they continue. Say it's God, this and that. Do you see it? Now, how can you tell me that churches will still have the heart to dupe their members in this time? This time that they should come out and say, give little from what the people have been supplying to them as goodness. Do you see the wickedness in Nigeria? Have you seen it? In black man and in Nigeria in particular. They don't have the heart. You will see even somebody that is dying of hunger. They will tell him, for you to receive blessing of God, that 100 naira in your hand, take it, go and sow seed. And they watch him, he will go and sow seed. Oh, these people are heartless. The wickedness in Nigeria is crying to high heavens, honestly speaking. This should be the time whereby, because we know there is no government in Nigeria, no palliative, nothing to, people will stay at home, nothing to give them. Look at Rwandan president. He's distributing foods for each person as they are indoors. This is a good example. Good governance is once you are a good, you love your people. Once you love your country, it shows everywhere. It shows there is no poor country or rich country. No, every country, if managed good, is rich. That is why today Iceland, that has a population of 360,000, they are not complaining. They are not poor. They are living well. Their standard of living is good. The Vikings also in Scandinavia, they are small countries, but they are living well. Have you seen it? Luxembourg, all these places. They know how to look at in Nigeria. The military is preparing. Let me tell you, the military is preparing in Nigeria for the pandemic and the mass burials, as they say it. Mass burials. Nigerian army prepares for coronavirus lockdown and mass burials. But look at in France, the military is building, even in the United Kingdom. They come out in mass. They are building mobile hospitals in order to help. Mobile hospitals to help. But in Nigeria, what they know is I tell you, they will kill people. This is time. That is why I tell our people in Biafra land, be careful. Because if the military come out, this is time for them to, hey, they are stopping you. You didn't stop. Boom, they kill the person. Say you want to spread the coronavirus, and there goes it. Because they have prepared. Look at what they write. It's in the news. Preparing for mass burial. Preparing for mass burial, which means there is something there. It is time for our people to be careful, to be prudent, because the most important thing is for you to remain alive. This is real. We don't want you to panic. Just take good precaution and there ends it. It will end. That is it. Where other countries are bringing their military, they are building mobile hospitals in order to help the existing hospitals because they are overwhelmed. Now the military came out to build mobile tents as if it's in the war period. In order to help citizens in Nigeria, the military have come out to enforce lockdown and to prepare for burial, mass burial, because they know people will die. They have nothing to help. Nothing. Only because what does the Fulani know? What do they know in the modern governance? They know nothing. They are there as they are medieval people. They medieval. They are still in the time of darkness. That is why I am telling our people to remove yourself from the same mentality as the Fulani. Because they don't know the art of modern governance. They have been, the impostor come out and address people. Something that every president of the world is coming out now, every day by day, addressing their citizens. But they tell you, they asked Adesina, I will play it tomorrow. They asked Adesina, what about the president? He said, no, he have a style. This is his style. The interviewer rightly asked him, he said, what about during a campaign period? That Buhari used to come out everywhere, address me. He said, no, don't compare the two. Which means he have lied for the lying time. We have to come. Why not during campaign time? Why not the imposed to stay in one place, stay in like in 2019 campaign? He will stay in Asorok and or he will send his groups to go and be talking to people. But because Nigerians are foolish, Nigeria, the most stupid 200 million people have ever in this particular planet Earth. Honestly. Something that will never happen anywhere. It is normally the situation is obligatory that you must come out to address your people. Because they didn't bring you in order to, they didn't put you there in order to stay at the shadows or in the shadows. No. You have to come out because you're supposed to be a leader. But what do Fulani know in democracy? Democracy, they know, is about only rigging voting. That election only. Once and that election, they have devised their own way. Because from helicopter, they shoot. During election day, they shoot to carry election boxes. That is it. So I'm still taking call here, so you can still call. I'm waiting for calls. In the absence of call, I will be talking. So if you call, I'll pick your call. So what do the Fulanese know about the modern governance? Nothing. What they know is only democracy. They say democracy is only voting. No, they say okay, we will show them our own way of voting. They will do everything. Use the terrorists, collect their ballot boxes, do the thing electronically. They say no, because electronics is more than them. you know the Fulani. You know why they cannot get no base, no database, no electronic voting. They see the same no matter that they bought they spend billions buying electronic register and all those rubbish, but they still use hand. You book, because the electronics it pass Fulani. They will say, if you do it electronic, Nyamere will be in their house and do everything. Have you seen it? Because these people are still in the dark ages. They are in the medieval period. So do not have the same mindset with them. We are restoring our modern country. A nation whereby everybody's hand must be on deck. It is not for one person. Everybody's hand. You must contribute. So that if there is, you must be contributing your own quota. Working hard, making sure that the country is uplifted. So that in a time of difficulty like this, the government will take care of you. That is it. Why should the churches be extorting money from their members, from their poor members? Why? This is very sad. Caller on the line, your name and where you're calling from. Can you hear me?
Yes, good evening, my brother Jonathan. This is Ifan Chukwumada Abuchi calling from London.
Welcome to the program, my brother.
Thank you very much. Your topic today is very, 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 very sensitive, but it's apt to the mental state that our people are today. Now, the adage of my ethnic group, or say Igbos, that's an Igbo adage that says that and when I was young, I used to hear it, but I couldn't comprehend it. And that loosely translated means that a traveler is wiser than the aged. That's the loose translation of it.
An illiterate traveler is wiser than a stagnant intellectual.
Exactly, my brother. You just put the finger, the hammer on the head of the nail, because we have these pseudo intellectuals and what do you call it, academicians and intelligentsia and professors in Nigeria. None of them can take the clue from his say, I have lived, I have seen. Now it's time to plan, and now it's time to talk, to motivate my fellow intellectuals to say, this situation the Biafrans are in is not sustainable. We must change it, come what may. It's not happening. It's not happening. They are so sheepish, even more sheepish than the Okada riders, because the Okada riders, they know they are in hot soup. They know the situation is unsustainable. But these people, if they want to talk, they will call them and they say, don't rock the boat, take this envelope. And then they will call, even if they're not getting the envelope, the sheer fear of living their life to say, if I say now, the corner where I go to take my pepper soup in the afternoon, maybe they will deprive me of that. So our people have been caged mentally and they spiritually and they politically, all around our people have been caged. The political class are useless, the intellectuals are non-existent, because what I'm saying about the spiritual caging, I don't know why Nigeria it's the system in Nigeria that have useless our people, because all other parts of the world where people struggled for independence, their clergymen were at the forefront. I can tell you that Desmond Tutu is an African, but he was at the forefront of the liberation of South Africa. I can tell you that Karol Watuwa, who people know better as Pope John Paul II, he was at the forefront of the liberation of Poland from the communism before he became the Pope. So why is it that our clergymen, people who have people close to them, who have people they can talk to, they listen to them, people who have mega churches and mega adoration ground and major ministries of whatever they call it, why can't you tell your people the truth, to mobilize them to action, to join IPOB in droves, to be the people who will defend you when these people come, because they're all over the place now. What happened in Abula Ado, if it doesn't teach you sense because you're not convinced it was a bomb, but you should know that no pipeline bomb can wreak that havoc in Abula Ado. Now this one in Akure, in the dry land, no pipeline around, and it is a mega bomb akin to what happened in Abula Ado. Wake up, you pledge your mind, because you're heading straight to hell if you lead the people astray, because you're taking their contributions and you're not telling them to liberate themselves. If you are preaching that people should not agitate for their freedom because you don't want to war, who is telling you about war, and your opponents, the people you are fighting against, are they playing with you, blowing people up, destroying your businesses? If you are thinking about you don't want to, if the state of Israel don't want to defend themselves, it will not get hurt there. And secondly, you are not doing your people any favors if you don't tell them that this thing may lead to fiscal conflict, because the people you are dealing to are not lambs to the slaughter like your people. So you better motivate your people. You are not telling them to go and fight anybody, but we have to tell them to be ready to defend themselves, because the people we are dealing with are savages. They are bloodthirsty. They are murderers. They are murderers to the highest extent, and they want to take our ancestral land. We are not dragging anything with them. We are not going to the north to drag anything. We are not going to anywhere to drag anything. We just want to be on our own and govern ourselves with our values and develop according to our pace and our inclinations. But these people say no. Now they are blowing up. There's a red hot war raging against our people, but our people are not allowed to eat. Our people are not conscious of it. If a people, an opponent is decapitating all your means of livelihood, they close the borders. You are not doing business. They destroy business. You cannot import anything. They now they use their heads of animal to destroy your farm products. You are not seeing it as a war. And now they are using mega pressure bombs, as our director explained it or termed it. Pressure bombs that this thing must be investigated. Even if they are not investigating it now, even if Nigeria cannot investigate it because they won't, because they know the source. Only sophisticated military can have this bomb, can assemble the kind of bomb. So we have to save the videos of these places, because a ballistic expert will look at what happened and tell you what kind of bomb was used. So we have to save it, and then until the time that this thing will be thoroughly examined and investigated, because they are destroying, they have come physically. Think what happened in Abula. This is a concentration of our people. And you go to Akure, this Akure, I know a person that lives there, just by conversation. He said he lived in Akure and named the Owo street or road, whatever they called it. So our people, these people are killing us. When you destroy a people's economy, you have conquered them. If you destroy the people's economy, our people are being useless. I know people who were doing very well in Lagos, as I thought for 2014-15. But today, they are barely hanging around in Lagos doing nothing. Just that shame and the uselessness of going back to the village is holding them in Lagos. They don't do anything. These were importers. These were who have multiple businesses. But because of the restriction of forex and this and that, everything has been restricted. Fulanis are killing us. They are killing us. If our clergymen, if you are a Catholic, if you are Pentecostal, if you are a bishop of any denomination, if you are atheist, if you are intellectual, if you are not preparing our people for what is coming, you are complicit. You're just complicit. Because you know that these people are encamping in all bushes around us. They are storing their... How can they have a helicopter to come and help them in their operations against the so-called state armed forces in Niger State? That means that they have a bigger hand helping them what they are doing and to what end. And so it's not only our people, this is going to our people who are well to do in whatever field, that our people of means. If you're a Biafran and you're a person of means, either retired in whatever you did or active in whatever is your source, this is the time to take a chance on posterity, take a chance on your people. You can go on self. This is common sense. You can go on self-imposed exile to be able to rescue your people. You know where your means are. You know how to position yourself. Because if you remain in the zoo and this thing breaks out, all that your fortune will be useless to you and to your people, and you will die a miserable death. And if there's a hellfire, raging hellfire, that's where you're heading straight.
Thank you very much.
Useless to humanity.
Thank you very much.
To humanity and useless to your maker. Thank you, my brother. We continue next time.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Caller on the line. Can you hear me? Your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, Mazi Jonathan. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening from here. Thank you.
Yeah, this is Ikeshu calling from Greenville, Ohio.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you so much, Mazi. I just wanted to add my voice on what is going on. So actually, I've been trying to call, but sometimes I'm not always in a place where I can always call. But I thank you so much for what you do. I appreciate your time as our leader, Mazi Namdekano. And all the principals have servants who are doing this job for Biafra to come. Honestly, we appreciate everybody. And I'm glad to be a Biafra at this point in time. So I just wanted to add my voice on what's going on now. Honestly, you can see the speed the coronavirus is taking hold of everybody. And our so-called pastors and, okay, just for instance, do you know that even the Queen is not even in Buckingham Palace? That one has already escaped a long time ago. The very first week this hit London, she's not even in the Buckingham Palace. Those that brought the religion to us, they know the severity of this pandemic, but our people seems not to understand it. The thing is, sometimes I feel like not calling the radio because I know the kind of anger I have in me. I'm a hot-tempered person. I live in California, actually, but I'm in Ohio. Our people are so dumb because they're so numb to the bone. They don't listen. The other day I was looking at, I saw something on YouTube or video. This church, what is his name? Creflo Dollar in the United States here. To tell you how these people, how mental they've messed up with people's mind. They tell them, we developed an app now. You can pay your tithe. You don't have to come, but just pay your tithe. If you haven't downloaded the app yet, just download the app so that you can put on work. Can you imagine? And someone from Nigeria, just go ahead and download the app and make your tithe and offering, and then send your prayer request. In this period, in this time, this pandemic might be man-made, but believe you me, Chukwu and no reason why. Like Hamadike will say, I can't see how banana this time around. Because this pandemic knows no bound, no boundary. Both big, rich, or poor, whatever. No, I can't see how to go home this time. The people that are responsible for this, they know that they've screwed up real time. Believe you me, I pray for you because I was talking to somebody from Biafra land. He said, he was asking me, how's the thing going over there? I hope all of you are stable. And I hope we are here. We are good. The thing, coronavirus is not coming here. The weather is hot. Yeah, working. Don't depend on that. Every message I send to you, every video I send to you is for you to pass it around and be conscious about this. Be very, very hygienic about this. This disease knows no man. It's not a joke. They tell you it's not going to come over here. It's coming. Or because it's too hot. No, not because it's too hot. I know God protects his own, but you have to do the simple thing. Up on cabinet. Hamadika said it the other day. We pray, yes, we are very good people in prayer. Today is Shabbat. This is actually the end of Shabbat. Because the sun has already said. But you have to do the work and not expect God to come from heaven and do what you should have to do for yourself. Take the simple precaution. Do what you are asked to do. Hamadika said it. Stay at home. And even though they close the transportation now running in the zoo. But you know what they forgot? They shut our airport. Mazi, Jonathan, can you imagine if our airport is open? All these are airports in Enugu and all. Can you imagine if our airports are open? What would have been happening by now?
That's it. Ravaging. Total
Can you hear me?
ravaging.
Hello?
Yes, I'm hearing you. I say I'm hearing you. Continue.
Can you imagine what would have happened by now? And you know, I won't be surprised. Okay, can they push an airport? Because these people have a very, very dangerous agenda for us, for our people. Abankayeri is nowhere to be found. Jubri is nowhere to be found. And they are telling us one person popping up from after the other tells us I have a corona, Rufai. All of them. I know most of them must have had the corona, but some of them with this, like you say, most of them will use this opportunity to wipe up what is remaining, even to scoop from foreign funds. This is a perfect opportunity they've been waiting for. Mazi, I've been telling our people, you have to do the needful. Not only praying. The other one said, I pray for somebody over there and he become well. No. Chineke has given us a condition already. We have to do what we have to do to stay safe. Our people are so reluctant, they're so, lay back. Oh, leave it, God will do it. And it's okay, we'll be fine. Before you know that person, I thought to people, hey, listen to local news. Stop this watching Yoruba movie and not the Zoom movie every time you're so fixated in watching
it makes people stupid, honestly. This thing you say, you're right.
Ridiculous.
Watching all this movie, Nollywood, this and that, it makes you stupid.
This is ridiculous. You ask them, why not TV? Pay attention to local news. Before you know it, operative, you're coming and let them. Are you kidding me? You saw that in your front door and you crap. I don't get it. People don't even. We're so low to a bone marrow. This Bible says these are knucklehead. I want the Bible to say our people are stiff-necked. It's even worse than that. We are so idiotic. Most of us, some of us, our people are so numbed. Nollywood are so taking high hours in Nollywood. The phone about the house, and I said, which is the latest Netflix. You know what? I don't need to share anything because you're not getting it. Is it until you get this disease now and then proceed along with somebody close to you? Is that when you will learn? Just tell me. These people that put that disease here, they don't even believe in God. Because how we believe not how I put that God. And we who they believe not how I put this God. They don't believe that somebody is superior. No. Only very few of them. Say they believe in their own science. It's a common sense. You pray, it's fine. But at the same time, you have to do what you have to do to stay safe. Because let's wait. Let's wait. They say, okay, let's wait. Don't believe that before you know it, you get the disease and then
Thank you very much.
Like I said in the first place, I try to avoid not calling because I'm when you walk Before you could the other day, somebody said the other day, if not for Nambikano, believe you me, most of us, even not somebody like when you walk in this IPOB. I said, you declare, I can't yeah? And I quite okay for say African say for the best. I have for you for checking them. Instead of the was at home. All we want is Biafra period. And this we will get it very soon. Because the thing is a joke. Mazi, let me leave you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, caller on WhatsApp. Thanks for holding on, Mazi. Can you hear me? Your name and where you're calling from?
Yeah. Very well. Good morning from here, Mazi.
Yeah, welcome to the program.
Thank you. And good morning, Biafrans, lovers of freedom all over the world. My name is Most Favor Onigbo. I come from Ozobro. Ozobro is in Ekwusigo, Newu province, Biafran land, and I'm calling you from Kingdom of Netherlands. I must commend you for the good work you're doing for the people of Biafrans and lovers of freedom. Chukwu Kikabiyama will keep on. I must commend you. Chukwu Kikabiyama will keep on strengthening you and our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and our deputy Mazi Mefo and every principal officers and IPOB in general and Biafrans at large who are working assiduously for Biafran to be restored. Chukwu Kikabiyama will see us through, and Chukwu Kikabiyama will restore Biafran for us and keep us alive. This pandemic is not, we will still scare through, and Chukwu Kikabiyama will restore Biafran in our time. So, yeah, Mazi, I must commend you for the work and the topic you're treating tonight is an interesting one. And I keep on keeping on, Mazi. Yeah, in regard to the teaching, because I was following, and at a point, I was like, what I needed to ask, you as well answered it. As in what I needed to contribute, why things are going the way it's going, why the zombies are keeping quiet, and all these things is happening, and they are not reacting, and even why Biafrans are silent, and all these things are happening, and Biafrans are not reacting. But at the end, you still give an answer to that, but that doesn't mean we'll keep on folding our hands, because even when even when some of the citizens have this urge to come out at the street and protest or kick against the Fulani cabals, now you will see another set of them. They will form their own people. They will call their own people. They will come out the next morning or even that same moment to counter what those with conscience are doing. So, but when I see all these things, then the thing makes me wonder. I keep wondering, then, what will be our fate? What will be the fate of Biafran? Because when they try to protest, 2016, 2017, I was there in Biafran land, even during the time our leader will go into Abuja. You will come out, these guys, they are brutal. They are brutal, so brutal. And they maim, but we will not run away from them. That's just the only one thing I know. They cannot scare us, and they cannot make us to jettison and abandon or no matter what, no matter the weight of the pressure, we'll keep on pushing. You have no other option. We'll keep on pushing. The only hope, the only thing that gives me joy, that the only thing that will correct all these things, you see, all this mess we are in, the only thing that will correct this mess is Biafra. Restoration of sovereign state of Biafra is nothing but the answer to all the problems we are facing today in that very British experiment. Because if you look at it in all ramifications, the country is a failed state in all angles. Even from the side of the citizen, the side of the leaders is a failed state because there is no law. Where there is no law, everybody is doing the way he wishes, the way he wants. Now, look, our leader came up with a way to help our people by putting things in place. And all these millionaires and billionaires in the zoo, now they are now coming out and saying something. Most of it audio money. They've been all there lying low. They did nothing. Now all these all of them saying this person 1 billion, 1 billion, 1 billion. Man, do you know that if these people, just 10 of them without their 1 billion is about 10 billion. Mazi, I know very well that 10 billion naira can go a long way in putting at least, if not a steady light in that zoo, but at least let's say 6 hours out of 24 hours steady light. 10 billion naira can set a project that can power the zoo at least 6 hours, steady 6 hours a day. 10 billion naira can set a company that can recruit at least 2,000 Nigerians. 10 billion naira company can recruit 1,000 Nigerians. But all of them, they are just there lying low. They did nothing. They just did nothing. Now they are coming up with audio money. The answer is that we are Biafran, and Biafran is the only thing we are in for. Now, even in the side of the pastor, sometimes I don't blame our people that the religion, they've used the religion to wash their brain to the point that people cannot even reason. When I saw the one, I think winners of whatever day, the press 38 whatever for seed, immediately I saw that, I captured it and I used it and make a post on Facebook, even on our page. One of them called me from zoo, flashed me because they don't call. They flashed me, I called back. He said, how can I be jettisoning a thing of God? Don't I know that is anything concerned church is a God's project? Oh my God, I was just like, this guy, you are in a cage. And people are telling you how to get out of the cage you are in, and you are saying that. So what I'm saying, you are saying that I'm jettisoning the things of God. And pandemic like this is ravaging all over the world. What your pastor, what your men of God could do, what they can give to the society is a way to sow seed and all that. When Biafran is restored, there will be job. Mazi, one of the things that made religion to take the head and the minds of our people is because there is no job. Because there is fellowship on Monday, there is fellowship on Tuesday, there is choir fellowship on Wednesday, there is evening service on Thursday, there is Friday service, there is Sunday church washing, there is Sunday service and Saturday church washing and usher meeting. From Monday to Sunday is all church. Now it is because there is no job. They have nothing they are doing to do. They are all free. That's why church have occupied them. But Biafran is coming. Biafran that will give you 40 hours a job. Now let's see when you have all that time to go and sit down. One person will come down and sit and be brainwashing you. Biafran is our only hope. And Biafran will correct a lot of things because a lot of things has been damaged. Our people cannot even reason again. Religion has clustered their reasoning. Biafran is the answer. Biafra, oh Biafran, please come now before it's too late. That is all I can say. And I say, Chukwuabiama, keep on keeping your Mazi. And every other Biafrans, I will give time for others to speak. In there, Mazi.
Thank you very much. This is Radio Biafra Hausa Service. We are heading to the end of this program. Caller on the line. Thanks for holding on, Mazi. Your name and where you calling from? Can you hear me?
Yes, Mazi Jonathan. Can you hear me?
Of course I do. Welcome to the program.
Thank you so much, Mazi Jonathan. Greetings to real and true Biafrans around the world. Greetings to you, Mazi Jonathan, for your courage and everything you are doing. It is not easy, and I can tell you. My appreciation goes to our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May the Almighty continue to protect him from every plan of his enemies. My name is Mbadiwe. I hail from Uji River province, and I'm calling from Malaysia. Maz, I have to be plain to you that I plan to stop calling and making any contribution because it appears that our people are not listening.
No, they
our
are.
People are not listening.
You shouldn't stop. They are.
Mazi, I'm coming. You see, like you always hear me say here, if people refuse to see, they refuse to be told, they refuse to hear, why can't they feel? If a person is in a business for at least 3 months, he will used to set it up, 6 months, 1 year. After 3 years, nothing will make him to continue. He will always want to, let me try another thing. But our people like to, or our people favor to be, cheated. This cheating comes from two forms: religion and politics. I have stated here many times that religion is not truth. In Radio Biafra, truth is proclaimed. The person we are worshipping is spiritual. And that is why our motto should include Radio Biafra is preaching truth and the true spirituality. Because the Almighty is worshipped in truth and in spirit. The Almighty is not worshipped in religion. Religion is not truth. Truth is the Almighty, that is in the Almighty. And truth is larger. Truth is before religion. Religion is just a group of people that, come up, with a belief system. And how far, what is this belief system? Mazi, to go to a point, what attracted my attention this moment is I heard that people are talking about some people, trying to, formulate or design an application to be raising money. They call tithing, all these things. Mazi, to be frank with you, do you know that anything called tithe and tithing ended precisely on the fourth week of the year, in the year, fourth week of the, fourth day of the month, fourth day of the week, in the month of Abib, in the year 30 AD. That was when anything about tithing stopped. And this thing to call tithing started after Moses was called upon.
You are taking us to.
I'm coming.
You are taking us to another topic.
Okay, it's okay.
Because another person will call now to enter into deep into.
It's okay. So what I'm trying to say, therefore, is that when people, favor to be cheated in the name of paying tithes, I think they have much to worry. But before the Almighty, those who do that are thieves. They are criminals. I believe that people should stop, leaving or giving room to be cheated and cheated and cheated by people who don't even know God. They don't even know the true Almighty. And that is why we see what is happening. Much war and more deception has been carried out in the name of religion and in the name of politics. And this shouldn't be so. If it is truth, truth is singular, truth is not plural, truth marches forward, and there are things truth forbids. So, do you know the things people are doing in the name of religion? It is really worrisome. But just like I said there, he who loves his chain will remain his bondage. But like I always say, at the end, only true Biafrans will inherit the land. And this land is almost before us. Mazi, at this point, I have to stop. Thank you so much, and God bless.
Thank you very much. We will never stop talking because no matter what, it is through talking that our people are being chained into that system called Nigeria. So we still deliver our people through talking. I think I'm going to stop here. Lock my phone so I will not take phone calls anymore. Let me make my final remark, because what I'm saying here is this: I'm not diving into condemning any religion. Believe whatever you believe. That is not the problem. But know that we are in the age of reasoning. I don't know whether people understand what I mean. We are in the age of reasoning. That is why even as I'm handling microphone here, broadcasting, people are hearing it everywhere, all part of the world, through internet connectivity, through FM, through satellite. All these are done by human beings. The God didn't create or throw these things from heaven. No. The principles that these things are working have been there right from time immemorial. It is for people to discover them. There are many trillions and trillions of things that should be discovered. I gave you example of now quantum physics. Different things are happening. Even a time will come, people there will be this head transplant. Human being will be able to, they cut off if your head is brain is getting problem, they will remove your head and put another head. Nothing is impossible. That is what I want people to understand. Because once you are living in the age of reasoning, nothing becomes impossible. Don't say it as, oh, no, this thing cannot happen. As far as science is concerned. Because it is God that put that bread in us, so it is infinite. Therefore, when you are limiting that brain God put into you by believing, limiting it, by believing things sheepishly, you are even going against the so-called God you believe. You are going against his commandment. Because God told us, multiply and take over the world. That is why the Europeans came from thousands of kilometers, overcame Africans, took us slave, because they are accomplishing the word of God. Take over the world. If you allow yourself, if you become small, feel small because of your brain capacity, because you limited your brain, because you are living in the age of darkness, you are in the dark age, you use a rubbish religion to limit yourself, now others will come and colonize you and take you into slavery, and they will kill you and your race will finish. Do you remember? It's even the same God. When people were one place together, God scattered them. That is why this world is a free world. If you make use of your brain, you become something great. Do not allow people to limit it through the way they cage you religiously. In a religion, you will be given an example. It is working because it is working. So that is why I follow. Let me tell you, anything you believe, it works. And I say anything you genuinely believe, it works for you. If you carry a bottle now, say this bottle, any day I break it, I will be sick. You put it and genuinely, any day that bottle break, you become sick. So that thing is in you. It's you, not the pastor or the shrine man or the imam or the no. What am I saying? In this time of difficulty, do not allow yourself to be fooled. Do not continue allowing yourself to be fooled and duped. Protect yourself. Do not say, believe somebody that we stay one place, and because in order to maintain your maintain his mental grip on you, he will stay and say, I cover you with the blood of Jesus, and you say amen. Just go out, no prayer, no problem. Come back next Sunday, nothing will happen to you. He is deceiving you. After all, even he himself, you are not touching him. He will stay in the pulpit. And you yourself, you people will clock together. He is taking his precaution. You are not. What you are doing is what? What he is doing is what? His money, his investment. Because church have, all these religious centers have become very big investments. Or infrastructure, let me put it like that. Infrastructure in our place. Colonizing our people's brain. It makes them start reasoning one way or the other in absurdly. That is what Nigeria have done us. Because Nigeria methodically, voluntarily allowed this. Because when you see that they turn the Fulani turn the Hausas into slaves, into beggars, street beggars, through their own religion, they allow you also to be colonized using your own religion, so that you continue thinking sheepishly, so that you cannot come out to do something. You cannot challenge. Oh, don't challenge a leadership. Oh. Those that pray for those that are on the seat of power, pray for them. Do you think that the Fulani Caliphate they are stupid? They know they allow all these things because they know that they are also doing their biddings on you, playing on your mental state, psyche, making you more stupid. Therefore, be sincere to yourself. If these people are not wicked, what I'm saying, look, let no person misunderstand me. We have many clergy in IPOB that are doing the great work. It's good. What I'm saying is this. We shall have a thin line, a line separating what we believe and what we do, and reality. Because reality is reality. It doesn't matter how you look at it. That thing, you are touching it, you are feeling it. It is there. It is there. So I urge our clergymen, pastors, reverend fathers to also use this opportunity to educate their members that this corona is real. Now, when you see the governors, the senators, tested positive, right? Many of them, they know what they are doing. Looting and trying to run away from people. Because when you hear that Erufai is in quarantine, you cannot go there to talk to him, to beg him money. You will not disturb him. You say, hey, he's in quarantine, eh? So it's finished. After 14 days, he will tell you that he still remains. He's under health, this thing. They are treating him. You believe. You don't know that he is there laughing. Let me run away before I get contaminated even from people. That is what they are doing. Thereby looting money also, signing and looting money. That because what they know best is how to loot money, nothing more. During the 3 years of Biafra, 1967 to 1970, things were going on normally as of that time. Civil life was going on. Things were going on. No cars were moving. There is fuel. There were fuel. No scarcity. Nothing. Things that were not obtainable in Nigeria. We are done that time because people we are practical that time. People were practical. That is the thing. They were working hard. Airport being built under 3 months with no external help. If it is now, they call Julius Berger. They will bring this and that from outside. It will take years. Oh, yes, to dig this thing. Now they will take, but all these things, for you to know, if you can do it, you can do it. To know is good, but to do is God. That is the adage. To know something, it is good, but to do it is God. Because God is practical. Thomas Sankara of Burkina Faso, when he entered office, he stimulated his people, lazy people as of that time. He made them to work. They built virtually the whole how many hundreds of kilometers of railway line. Virtually by Burkina Faso, by their people. Every village the railway will pass, the people will come out to build it happily. He made people under 4 years, Burkina Faso became self-sufficient in food, to the dismay of France. They say, how can this monkey energize these people to work? They no more import. Burkina Faso, he refused receiving aid from any foreign government. He said, we can do it. He started by leading an example. He used to come out. He set the example. It is not talking and just talking to slaves and you yourself being exempted. He led because he's a leader. Today you see Jubril. Jubril, you don't see him. They are hiding him. Now they take photo. They manipulate photo. No, the president. What we have today is the presidency, not a president. Because I think they have different versions of Jubril, the impostor. They have different versions, honestly. They have different versions. The biggest fraud of the century. That is what they do. What they did to Nigerians. Many of them know. Many politicians know that person is no more Buhari. He's not Buhari. But because of, just like I said, my brother say, hey, don't say this. Just let the queen. You want Nigeria to break. For the unity of the country, please, just keep it like this. You have your check, or you have your contract, or you have they promise you just bring 10 people, we employ them. Just don't worry. We recommend 10 people, we give them the employment, automatic employment. That is what Nigeria is. They are talking of corruption. How dare you talk about corruption whereby Nigeria is corruption personified? You can never fight corruption without talking about different value systems. I will continue this tomorrow, please. So let me stop so far. And I thank each and every one of you listening to my voice and contributing. If I didn't pick your call, it is not voluntary. And I pray that Chuko Kiabiyama will guide and protect each and every one of us. And now tomorrow, our leader will talk to us again by 7 p.m. Biafra land time. We should tune in as usual and listen to the gospel. Therefore, you tune in also, stay tuned for Radio Biafra Hausa Service 2 that is coming up. And I'm saying from me, Mazi Jonathan Chinedu, from here, I say good morning.
La